Are you looking to get the gold camo on the Kar98 the quickest way possible? Well, I'm going to show you the best attachments, maps and modes to complete all the camo challenges, saving you hours if not days worth of your time. On top of this, I'm going to show you the best beginners and fully leveled attachments for the gun, which will help you get more kills in every single game. Now, before we jump into any games and start working towards these camo challenges, there are some really important game settings that you'll want to change that will save you tons of time. Now, you're going to want to go and set your game mode to domination. This just results in more structured games and you'll find it a lot easier to get more kills in a singular game. On top of this, make sure the game filter is set to blitz. This just means that the games are going to be far more hectic with more players in each game, resulting in more kills towards those camo challenges. So let's get straight into the first 4 camo challenges. Pack Tactics, which is get 300 eliminations. Surgical, which is get 100 headshots. Predatory Ambition, which is get 50 multi-kills, meaning 2 or more kills in a short period of time. And Reptilian, which is get 5 kill streaks without dying 30 times. The last may take the longest to complete, and I would advise you to play a lot more defensive and reserved, making that challenge a lot easier, to stay alive for 5 kills. Ultimately, these challenges are pretty straightforward and something that would just come with time, especially by the time you get the gun to weapon level 70. So now let's move on to where the challenges get difficult, the Deadeye challenge. To complete this, you'll need to get 100 long range kills. This again is something that will just come with time by the time you hit weapon level 70, as you are using a sniper and it is an inherently long range weapon, but ultimately you will struggle to complete this by playing on maps such as Shipment and Das House, so focus on playing on maps such as Demyansk and Castle, which are my personal favourites and where I found the most success doing this challenge. You want to take the build on the screen now. This will just help you towards completing the challenge quicker. Now let's move on to the Berserker challenge. This is where we'll focus on getting 100 close range kills. This, quite frankly, is an abysmal challenge, and just to be frank, isn't something that is enjoyable at all, and it is going to take the longest out of all the challenges to complete. However, there are some really key tips to get this done as fast as possible. The first one being to play on small range maps such as Shipment and Das House. The second, you will want to be running smoke grenades to break the line of sight of your enemies, meaning you can rush, full sprint and then slide straight at your enemies and shoot them to get a kill. The third tip is make sure you're playing on more structured game modes such as Domination, so you can know where enemies are going to be coming from and potentially hide around corners, again grabbing the enemies by surprise just to get those close range kills. And number 4, you want to focus on getting kills whilst aiming down sight with this one, as opposed to hip firing, as that just really isn't accurate enough on a consistent basis. So use the build on screen. The next challenge is the Wildcat challenge, which is get 50 kills whilst holding your breath. This is a really easy challenge to complete like the first 4, as this is just something that will come with time, as when you are sniping, you're going to be wanting to hold your breath every single time just as you're about to shoot, as this gets rid of the sway and makes you a lot more accurate. Take the full build on the screen now to make it a lot easier. The next challenge is Survivalist, which is get 100 kills without taking damage whilst using the following attachments: the Krasnik Scout Barrel, the 6.5mm Sakura 5-round mags, and the unmarked Proficiency. You will also want to take the following attachments to make this a lot easier. However, you'll definitely want to be turning hardcore mode on for this challenge, as with this different ammunition, it just makes the gun land hit markers all the time. In fact, it even got to the point where some of the times I was just landing hit markers in hardcore mode, which isn't something that you should be doing with a sniper rifle. Other than that, you're using a sniper, so you are going to be shooting first ideally, because the flinch is so prominent in this game. But overall, this is a really easy challenge to do, and I achieved it without any worries or much extra thought involved. Now moving over to another easy challenge, the Mindgames camo challenge, which is get 100 ADS kills with the Krasnik 516mm LWSO3K barrel, the 8mm Klauser 3-round mags, and the Reisdorf wire stock equipped. Take the rest of the attachments on screen now, but as mentioned, this is an ADS kill challenge, and to be frank, you're using a sniper rifle, so that's where 99% of your kills are going to be coming from anyway, so there's no real specific tips here. Lastly, the Death Artist challenge, which is get 100 long shot kills with the VDD 660mm 05HE barrel, the VDD thumb hole stock, and the shrouded Proficiency equipped. Take the rest of the attachments on screen now, but the same tips apply from the previous long shot challenge. Play on long range maps such as Demyansk and Castle, and only engage in long range fights. Well, that is it for the camo challenges. Now to move on to the best attachments for the beginners and full level attachments. The beginners build can be found on the screen now, with a focus on ADS speed, idle sway control, and flinch resistance. And lastly, the fully leveled build can be found on the screen now. If you did find this video useful, hit that like button, and if you'd like to see how to gold the NZ41 as quick as possible, click on the video on screen now. If you did make it all the way to the end of this video, let me know in the comment section below which of the Vanguard snipers are going to be the best in Warzone.